We use energy for everything we do, whether it's driving our car, turning on a light, or fueling ourselves.
People suffer without energy and struggle to move forward without it.
Fossil fuels are a main source of energy and have been for decades. The reason they've been so popular is because they produce large amounts of energy at a cheap price.
Fossil fuels have two major problems. The first is that they are polluting the environment and are driving global warming. The second problem is that there are finite amounts of fossil fuels in the ground, and many scientists predict that they will run out in about 50 years.
So what is the solution to our future energy problem? The next president will have a great impact on what is done to find a solution.
One alternative power source that many people are turning to is green energy. Green energy seems to be the perfect solution. It is clean and doesn't pollute the environment, unlike fossil fuels. Green energy is powered by renewable energy sources, so we will never run out of it if we switch to new green power.
Even though green power plants have only been around for the past few decades, people have been using power from green sources for centuries. For example, hundreds of years ago, people used water wheels to grind grain. The modern comparison is how hydropower uses water to spin turbines that create electricity.
Some people may argue that not all green energy sources work everywhere, but there are so many varieties such as hydro, solar, wind, or geothermal that usually at least one type will work in a particular region.
We interviewed Vice President of Corporate Quality of Water Furnace, Mr. Carl Huber, about the efficiency of their geothermal heating and cooling systems compared to other heaters.
Water Furnace is a company that manufactures and installs geothermal heating and cooling systems.
We interviewed Mr. Huber about the efficiency of their geothermal heating and cooling systems compared to the efficiency of other heating and cooling systems that run on different energy sources.
We're talking, if you want to think of it, 300 to 500% efficient, which we call a COP. We're going to be, 3 to 5 COP on a regular basis, and higher. But
yeah, and that would mean like a regular heating and cooling system would be a 1-to-1 ratio, correct?
Electric resistance heat would be 1-to-1.
Okay.
A gas furnace would be, if it's high efficiency, would be maybe 95% of 1 or 0.95.
Yeah.
That one value. It's going to be less efficient than that.
Yeah.
A coal-fired furnace is going to be less than that, maybe 50 or 60%. An oil-fired furnace might get up to 70, 80%.
All green energy really is this great, then why is it still not used as much as fossil fuels? Main problems with green energy are how expensive it is, how little power it produces per station, and how much space it can take up.
I'm calling on Congress to extend tax credits that are set to expire at the end of the year for clean energy companies like TPI.
Tax credits to clean energy producers would lower the cost of the energy they produce.
The Recovery Act is a piece of legislation that was proposed by President Barack Obama to improve usage and the effectiveness of clean energy in the United States. President Obama set a goal of doubling the United States renewable energy generation capacity from wind, solar, and geothermal by 2012. The Recovery Act has already made progress in developing the generation of renewable energy by funding wind turbine test centers, and which will make wind turbines more efficient.
Even though wind turbines are becoming more efficient, they still have their problems. Wind farms create high levels of noise pollution, so people prefer to live away from the farms. Wind farms also kill wildlife, such as birds and bats. In the case Friends of Maine Mountains versus Board of Environmental Protection, the Board of EP fought to shut down a wind farm that killed numerous bats and birds. Friends of Maine Mountain tried to keep their wind farm operational, but lost their battle. The Detroit Free Press published an article December 9th about a proposal that would require electricity companies to make 25% of their energy production renewable while only adding a 1% increase to the price. Michigan, like other states, already has other laws in place to produce renewable energy.
Some scientists predict in a few years after technology is advanced, Coal and oil power plants could be totally eco-friendly and have zero carbon emissions due to the CO2 recovery systems. Other scientists claim the idea of coal and oil reserves lasting for only a few more decades is false because it doesn't account for developments that will make more reserves accessible.
Fossil fuels might continue to be used for many decades to come because they have so many tax breaks. Their tech is more developed and tested, and people naturally resist too much change.
The president will have the responsibility of making the decision of whether or not to change the way we get our energy.
A choice that will not only affect the future of our country, but also that of the world.